Tri Delta was founded by women for women when our founders bravely created a new organization that would value the inner character of a woman rather than her outward appearance. Our founders' vision of women who are kind alike to all is an aspiration that continues to guide our organization today. As part of Tri Delta's multidimensional approach to member development, you are offered an opportunity to bring you, your most authentic self, to our signature BodyImage3D program. This is not your typical chapter curriculum. This program will challenge you to be vulnerable and open with your sisters. You will be asked to participate and engage with one another in exercises facilitated by a trained volunteer. And together, you will be empowered to embrace your most confident and authentic self.
The really cool thing about BodyImage3D is that Tri Delta feels the responsibility to take care of the members. And it teaches all of us that in order to be healthy, you have to have a healthy mind, body, and spirit. And so through the workshop, it's an interactive workshop, it educates members on how to treat ourselves just a little better, with a little more love. And just thinking about how each chapter, each Tri Delta chapter will go through this workshop and each member will experience it and walk away with something. The transformation that can occur in our chapters, in our campuses, in our communities is really exciting to think about. So how has the BodyImage3D program empowered you to love yourself?
I think it helped me to think of myself in a more confident manner. I definitely realized that the person who's the hardest on us is ourselves. And it gave me an outward perspective on how I was treating myself, whether my thoughts were positive or negative.
Yeah, BodyImage3D reminded me how amazing that my body and my mind really are and how much they do for me. And maybe I'm not giving my body, mind, and spirit the love and the respect that they really deserve.
We could all treat ourselves with a little more love. What surprised you most during the program?
I didn't realize how vulnerable we would be with one another. When we were together, we were pushed to have these difficult and intense conversations with ourselves and one another, but I felt like in that atmosphere I was being supported and my emotions were being protected, and that ultimately that brought us closer together as a group. And it was intense in certain moments and hard to get through, but when it was over, I felt so rewarded.
So every time I facilitate a BodyImage3D workshop, I'm impacted a little differently because each chapter, each workshop is different, and so I always walk away learning a little more about myself. During the program, what impacted you the most?
I think learning about and outing my inner critic helped me realize that everyone has these insecurities and these negative thoughts that cause us to think less of ourselves. And hearing those words from my sisters really broke my heart because no one would ever think of them that way. But this exercise allowed us to share our self-deprecating thoughts with one another, and we all realized how false our inner critics are.
After going through this BodyImage3D program, what are you most excited to see transform in your chapter moving forward?
Well, I think that in order to build a more compassionate chapter, it starts with each individual coming together to make the group that much stronger as a whole, and each Tri Delta's life has a deeper meaning. Also, BodyImage3D showed me the upperclassmen and the leaders in my chapter that I look up to are dealing with the same insecurities that I am, and it made me feel empowered to pursue my insecurities as well.
Definitely. I'm excited to inspire change in our chapter. I realize that not everyone has gotten the chance to go through this program yet, so it's our responsibility to show them the things that we've learned and take it back to our sisters. We want to be the change that we want to see. And so I think this program made our bond as a sophomore class even closer. It enabled us to see how others and our sisters positively viewed us. I think that our class needs to hold one another accountable and being kind to each other. And doing that will let us create a kind society in our chapter and on our campus.
Our founders bravely created Tri Delta with the hopes of creating a society that be kind alike to all. We hope this signature program will empower you to live a life in 3D to make a bigger impact within your chapters, campuses, and communities across the world. Will you pledge to be 3D?